and they had big kirtan. And the Kazi, he was sleeping the night before, and he was dreaming that this big Nishringa, big lion came and ripped his chest apart. And when he woke up, there was wounds of nail scratch wounds on his chest. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu took the kirtan to his house, Kazi's house, in Bamapukur here, Kazi's house. And there he described the Quran in terms of God is a person and convinced the Kazi. So of course the Kazi became a devotee and he ordained that all his descendants, they will always allow kirtan in this area. So after that, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and his devotees, they came here to take some rest after kirtan. They walked over. So right where you're standing, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he walked right here.
Haribol!
And Lord Nityananda also.
Haribol!
Who is Lord Balaram?
Haribol!
So Kusum Sav was one of the 12 primary cowherd boys that went with Krishna every day into the different vanas, Vrindavan, Mahavan, Talavan, all the vanas herding cows. His name is Kusum Sav. He is Kolavecha Sridhar. Ki Jai. So he's a cowherd boy, and he lived just by selling he would buy the trunk of banana, cut it up, and sell it like little pots. And he would sell the flower of the banana tree and the bark of the banana tree and banana leaves. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu wanted to show that you may have a lot of wealth, and it's described in Chaitanya Bhagavat that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is only conquered by devotion to his devotees. And the example is that when Krishna went to Hastinapur, Duryodhan, he said, Krishna, come and dine with me, come and have a big feast with me. And Krishna declined, and he went to his devotee Vidura, and Vidura and his wife prepared a small meal for Lord Krishna, and he derived great pleasure from that meal. Doesn't care how wealthy you are, you cannot purchase the Lord's attention or his devotion. So Bhaktavatsal is conquered by his devotees, love and devotion. So Kolavecha Sridhar, Lord Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu would come here, and Kolavecha Sridhar, half of his income every day he would use for worshipping Mother Ganga. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu came, he said, why don't you give me the banana bark? Why are you selling? Why are you making profit? I know you're very rich. You must be hiding your money in your house here somewhere. I know you. Because every day you're worshiping with paraphernalia, Ganga, Mata, why are you selling? And then Kolavech was very, very honest. So he would have a fixed price, very reasonable price, very fair price. So everyone would come to buy banana leaves and all banana paraphernalia from him. Gauranga Mahaprabhu would come and he'd say, I'll take the bananas. And he'd grab all the bananas. And then Kolavecha Sridhar would jump up and grab the bananas. And they would be pulling back and forth like this every day. Gauranga Mahaprabhu for 2 hours would spend haggling with Kolavecha Sridhar about price and why don't you give it? And then one day he said to Kolavecha, don't you know who I am? I'm the father of Ganga. I'm the Supreme Narayan. Don't you know who I am? And of course, at that time, Kolavecha was covered by the Yoga Maya of Lord Chaitanya, so he couldn't recognize at that point who was Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this went on, but one day, every day, Gauranga Mahaprabhu would cut the price in half. Okay, here, take half, and then he'd take away. In this way, he was exhibiting the greatness of his pure devotees. Devotee doesn't care about anything but devotion to Krishna, devotion to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, devotion to the Lord. So, Gauranga Mahaprabhu eventually manifested so many forms to show Kolavecha Sridhar who he really was. That he is all the sources of all the avatars. He's the source of all the different Narayans. He's the source of all creation of the spiritual world. So he revealed himself like that. He manifested his Virat Purusha to Kolavecha Sridhar. And Kolavecha Sridhar went into ecstasy and he fell on the ground and fainted. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, get up, get up. Why are you lying there? And Kolavecha Sridhar got up. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, now I will benedict you. Whatever you want. You want mystic power? I'll give you all 8 cities. All 8 cities I'll give to you. Why don't you take? Take it, take it. Kolavecha says, I don't need anything. I'm not businessman. I'm not a trader. I only want one thing. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, no. I must give you something. Take something material. Anything. You want a kingdom? I'll give you full kingdom. Whatever. How big is the kingdom you want? I'll give it to you. I can do it. And Kolavecha Sridhar said, no. Okay, if you want to give me a benediction, give me the benediction that Brahmin boy who always comes here and argues with me for 2 hours every day, let me serve his lotus feet eternally. Like that. So this is the Leela of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Kolavecha Sridhar. He was so poor that his house here, the roof was full of holes. And it was dilapidated. The walls were falling apart. Very, very poor. And all his dhoti, his clothing, was full of rips, rags. He was wearing rags. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, where's your character? Why are you dressed like this? Where's your character? And Kolavecha Sridhar would say, it's covering my body. What more do I need? It's covering my body. What is the problem? So he was so renounced. His only thing was to chant constantly. So he couldn't sleep. He was in such ecstasy that he couldn't sleep. So all night he was chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the people around here, all the atheists, Mayavadis, Smarta Brahmins, logicians, they're all complaining. This Kolavecha, he's chanting so loud, he's keeping us awake all night. He said, oh, don't worry. It's because he has no money. He has hunger pangs in his stomach and he's crying out loud. So this is what they said. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu and his devotees would come here to take rest after kirtan at this place. And halfway from Gauranga Mahaprabhu, from the Ganga there, halfway they would hear the roaring of Kolavecha Sridhar's chanting. They would hear it from so far away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Kolavecha Sridhar was completely in ecstatic prem. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaurati Sedama. So this is the gift that the Lord has appeared. He used to do kirtan at Srivas Thakur's house. And then he would come here. And Srivas Thakur, in the house, sometimes Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one time, he got up on the throne of Narayan, the asan of Lord Narayan, and he sat there. And he said, bring me food, bring me food. And so devotees were bringing so much paneer and milk sweets and milk, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu was just consuming everything. He said, more, more, give me more. I am the supreme, I am the supreme. And he would manifest his Vishvarup form in Sridhar Swami, what's his name? Srivas Thakur's house, not Sridhar Swami, Srivas Thakur's house. Like this, and he said, where is Kolavecha Sridhar? Where is Kolavecha Sridhar? Where is he? Bring him here to me. Like this. He was calling. And he went, performed these pastimes at the house of Srivas Thakur for 21 hours. He was manifesting and showing all the various avatars coming from his body. All the various incarnations were coming out of his body. So in this Kali Yuga, in this age of Kali Kalera, Dharm Harinam Sankirtan, in this age of Kali Kalir Dosha Nide Rajan, Astir Eko Mahadgunan, Kirtana Deva Krishnasya, Mukta Sangha Parambaja. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is giving a very easy process. Simply chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, he's bestowing us with love, prema. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we feel the ecstasy. And we dance, and our hands go up, and our legs start moving. And we feel the ecstasy of prema, of Gauranga Mahaprabhu is giving a little taste, a little ras, right? Rasa varjam risopyasya, param dristvani vartante. Like that. So, these are pastimes with Kolavecha Sridhar, and we want to pray for his blessings, that we also become so renounced, we don't need anything but the treasure of devotional service. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The ocean of devotional service. The nectar of devotion. That's all we care for. That's all Sridhar, Kolavecha Sridhar wanted. And he was begging, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu was so proud that he's actually using his devotee to teach us. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshaksham Eka Purusha Purana. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sharira Dari Kripambudir Yastvam Maham Prapadye. This is a prayer by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was a greatest scholar in India. He was the greatest logician in India at the time in Bharatvarsh. And when he met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya convinced him to give up all this Nyaya philosophy, all this logic, and he became a great devotee of the Lord. It's described in the Gaur Ganodesh Dipika that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is none other than Brihaspati, the priest of the demigods. So now we want to go back before it's too dark. It's suddenly getting dark. So we